Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Forge Adventure. And in this episode... Nope, not that. Did I have a quest? What was I doing? Oh, is she only 150 gold? Well, I'm buying that. That's an insane win con. Original life in this card or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 color shrine. That just makes more shrines. That's insane. That'd be great for a shrine deck. Return the target enchanted card from graveyard to the battlefield. God. Excuse me. That's crazy. What's the mission here? Oh. I'm doing a goblin invasion. That's what I was doing. So I could buy some cards. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep this. Forest. And let's tap that, get a forest, and turn. I get a mountain down. Talking about our lovely elf that we need. Let's do the dinosaur. And then end turn. Alright, so we're fighting red-black. It's a haste 3/1. That's pretty good. Alright, force down. We're up to 4 mana. Let's sacrifice our dinosaur. Get the world spun worm. There we go. Now we have a 15/15. End turn. They have a 2/2 that powers up other goblins. Forest. Primal Vigor. If for some reason they kill my world spun worm, I'm gonna get 6 5/5 worms. Alright, they get a goblin monarch out. But it doesn't matter because I have trample and I skip my attack phase. Really? How did I mess up that badly? I can't do that. End turn. Yep, they destroy my world spun worm, but you know what I get? 6 5/5 worms, which you can't block. Alpha Strike. There we go. Almost messed that up. Let's see. We'll keep this. Do a forest. Get our vigilance elf out. We're gonna get a goblin out. Let's get a land. I need to get my sword out as quickly as possible. Do this, get more land in turn. Should have attacked, but it's fine. Alright. Force down. Sword of Fire and Ice. Attach the Sword of Fire and Ice. Protection from red, so now they can't stop me. Shoot this guy down. Draw Godzilla. Great. End turn. Alright, I need to get rid of that. Let's block him. That'll take 1. Get our forest down. Hydra's growth. Willspring Wisher. Attack for 5. Shoot down this goblin. I got another forest. Awesome. We'll end. Which means it's game over. Because we'll attack for 6. And end the game. Nice. Alright. And now... That's not a goblin. That is, though. And... Gate... I have a land to use the gate. Let's do that. We'll keep it. We'll just end. Play our land. Play our gate. Searcher. Get another forest. End turn. Pop our amulet. Get another forest. End their turn. Play the tomb. I'm up to 3 mana. Oh, I can't play anything for 3. That stinks. End turn. We're gonna get rid of the Nexus. They got the Goblin Monarch out. We need to get that down. So let's do this. Tap our scrap, play this. Call for green, obviously. So my green stuff is stronger. I got 4 mana. Next turn I have 5. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get that down. Alright, so they're gonna hit me for 4. Ow. Get out another goblin that powers up their goblins. Good lord. Okay. Nothing to destroy there. Then we'll end turn. They're gonna hit me for a lot. Ow. Oh my god. This is not good. Forest. Let's get him down. So now we have a 7/7. Let's give him the bow. And then... Other creatures you show off trample. Oh, but I can't... like, it's an issue. Can't be blocked by anything they have. Let's attack. Shoot this. This is gonna hurt. 17, good lord. Can I power up my guy? Oh, but he can block with the death touch. That sucks. That's not good at all. Can't get out Godzilla. Well, I thought that would help. I don't have 8 mana, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have 8. So can I do this twice? If I attack, I win. Because we'll shoot that, so that's only 2 health. So we got 2. There we go. Oh my goodness. That was Ooh, that was a bit more worrisome than I wanted it to be. Okay. Goblins are greatly diminished by numbers. Time to defeat the goblin leader. Let's do it. There is a goblin leader right there. The goblin chief. I'm gonna be going first. This is a decent hand. We're gonna Evolving Wilds, pop it, get me a forest. End turn, pop the amulet, get us another forest. End turn. They're gonna hit me for 1. That's fine. We get our forest down. Add 1 green mana for each forest you control. Double my land very quickly. Another legendary creature then back under your control. Put a 1/1 counter on him. He's a legend, but I don't think he's legendary. Next turn I'll be up 6, 7. That's still not enough to play him. But I could get both of them out next turn. Yeah, let's get him down. That's going to be more useful. And then we shall end turn. So we got a bunch of goblins we could get rid of. We'll play our forest. Let's double our forest. So that puts us up to 7 mana. We'll get him down. Let's get him down. And then I only have 2 mana left. So I can't do anything else. Let's end turn. They're powering up their goblins. And hit me for a lot. Okay, well 5. Kind of a lot. Creatures when you attack have trample and indestructible. Let's get him down. Which isn't legendary, surprisingly. And we have no extra mana, so we're just gonna end turn. Oh, good lord. Okay. I'm getting rid of this guy first. What? They have Menace? No, I don't have Menace. Select cards to block. Whenever this card attacks at least 2 creatures attacking you control, trample until it can't be blocked by... Oh my god. Let's get rid of this then. Alright, got another forest. Good. That's gonna help. Loxodon. Let's tap that. Get the Loxodon down. Attach the Loxodon. 11/8, but he's got lifelink now, which is the most important thing. I still have 3 mana. Let's get the stag out. And then let's attack for 11. So they're not going to block. I gain 11 life. Good. They're going to hit me for a lot, but that's fine. Because they only hit me for 8, and I hit them for more. Alright. Target creature gets 5/5 till end of turn. I don't think you have enough blockers. So let's do her. Let's give him 5/5 power up. 16, 13. And then we're going to Alpha Strike. Everything's going to get indestructible and trample. And you're not going to be able to block enough. Yep, we won. Nice. Alright. Oh, fairy. Okay, well, we'll fight the fairy. And we could do this. Alright, keep this hand. Forest. Land more elves. End turn. Pop our amulet. Get another forest. End turn. Let's play the forest. Get our relic down. We got 2 mana. I can't actually do that if I want a natural order. So let's get. Oh, can't get the sword out. So end turn. Alright, they got another swamp. We're gonna do forest, natural order, sacrifice land and war elves. We're gonna get out our world spun worm, and then we'll attach the bow to them. End turn. They're gonna get out a 1/1 fairy rogue on my turn. That's kind of awesome looking. Get out a fairy token and a mysterious creature. Alright, I'm shooting the rogue down. So let's do nothing. We'll just attack. Shoot this down. I have 2 blockers. They can't block enough damage and I win the game. There we go. There we go. Alright. And then we'll get our... not cool game. Not cool. I really wanted her. Was she here? Nope, she's gone. Strength of will. True ancestry. Good lord. Let's see. Like, most of the stores changed here. Actually. Spectacular Spider-Man. I didn't even get that much gold for defeating these guys. You know what? I think I'm at the wrong town. I'm at the wrong town. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Yes, 500 gold. That's what I'm talking about. And nope, everything changed. Miss Bumbleflower. Everyone loves that precon deck. So yep, I did lose my druid. That's still here, which is awesome. Unless he's down or she's over here. Nope, she is gone. Oh man. That's good, but it's very annoying. There's the whole stuff. Well, let's get Miss Bumbleflower. She's a good card for a reason. And nothing else I really care for. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, this is the shaman store. So we're just gonna get her and act like I didn't say that either. Alright. And X out green card, you gain X life. No. Okay. Alright, let's add another one of those in here. There we go. Now they're in there. What's in this draft? Outlaws of Thunder Junction, we don't need that. No Thunder Down Under here. But for this one, nope, House of Horror. I think I already knew that. But I can't remember. So let's just go to next town. And there we go. Alright. Landfall on a land you control enters, double the power target creature control till end of turn. Oh, yeah, and then you play multiple lands. Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy, actually. Let's see, what's the draft here? Throne of Eldarin. Don't know what that is either. Wait, that's a new one, isn't it? Throne. Didn't this just come out? Let me see real fast. I might do this just so I can learn about those new cards. Let's see. Throne. Elder. Oh, it came out in 2019, apparently. Huh. I don't know anything about this. Feels... European fairy tales. Let's see. Let's try that. Some people watch from England, so maybe they'll know these cards. All that glitters. Enchanted creature gets 1/1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. That'd be good in my Voltron deck. Dwarf Noble. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent opponent controls. Deals that much damage +2 instead. What is this guy? First strike. When this card attacks, other creatures you control get 1/1 till end of turn. That's okay. River Turtle. River Turtle's cool. Additional cost scout, discard a card. Reaper of the Night. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Reaper of the Night attacks. Spinning player has 2 or fewer cards in hand. It gains flying. Good lord, it's 7. Nope, not for a 7 drop. Good lord. When this deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it when you do destroy target artifact or enchantment. She looks wild. I'm going with the Human Knight. I think I'd rather play white instead of red. Apparently they don't want the blue rare either. The Fae of Wishes. Flying, discard 2 cards, return this card to its owner's hand. So it lives for a long time. When this card enters battlefield, or if at least 3 mana of the same color was spent on it, draw a card. So you get to just draw a card if you're playing probably mono. Now that's 3 enters with a 1/1 counter on it, so it'd be 3/3. Lifelink can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Creatures you control get 0/1. Wolf. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. Let's see. You may choose a non-creature outside of the game, reveal it, and put it into your hand. That's weird. Let me get that. I don't want to play weird. See how it goes. As long as you control an artifact or enchantment, this card has flying. Put a 1/1 creature, counter on each creature you control. If there's 3 you control, gain vigilance till end of turn. When the Queen of Ice deals damage to a creature, tap that creature, doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. The Ox, when it dies, you discard it, create a food token. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. Let me get that. I think that'd be helpful. Flying Fairy Gilded Guildmother. Target creature gets 2/0 flying till end turn. It's a 1/1 for 1 flyer fairy. Let's get the flyer. We know flying helps a lot. Other creatures get that too. When Golden Egg enters the battlefield, draw a card. Sacrifice Golden Egg, add 1 mana of any color. Now, deals damage to our attacking or block creature equal to a number of creatures you control. Let's get that. Enchant creature without flying. Creatures can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Enchant creature can't attack or block. Let's see. Create a knight. Let me do that. And let me do her. Crypt creature gets 0/2 and vigilance. Human Knight, if at least 3 white mana was spent to cast a spell, enters with a 1/1. Puppet. Let me get the knight. Let me get that. Her exile target artifact or enchantment. One counter on each thing you got. Yeah, 1/1 counter on each creature. Let me do shining armor. Creatures you control get 0/1, or Narak enters battlefield with 3 1/1 counters on it. Move a 1 counter from this to target creature. Activate ability any time you can cast a sorcery. So let's do that. And sideboard. Black, white, okay. Battlefield, draw a card. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this. We got a couple draw cards, so that would work. Blue, white. When this card enters the battlefield, look at top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or enchantment from among them. Put in your hand, put the rest at the bottom in any order. That's good. Let's get that. And 04. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard, so it's mill. Draw 3 and scry 3. Kind of like that. Draw 3 and scry 3. Let's get that. Ooh, we could get a dragon. Flying 3/2. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Yes, let me get that. That's a way for me to draw more cards. That's sick. Okay. When this card enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact or enchantment, return target creature. Put out controls to its owner's hand. So 6 for a bounce. We're gonna say no to that. Enchant creature gets 0/2. When this fairy enters, draw a card. Let's get let's get the knight. Oh, the Lady in the Lake. Or Lurker of the Loch. This spell costs 1 less cast for each artifact you control. When it enters, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Choose an artifact from your graveyard. Cast that card this turn. Let's get that. I'm getting a lot of artifacts. Blue, black. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand, exile it. You may cast that card as long as it remains in exile, and you may spend any mana. Okay. Those seem good. Let's get that. And creatures you control get 0/2. Oh, so that's just all the time. I'd rather do all that glitters. Griffin, when you draw your second card, he gets a 0/2. That would give me that. All that glitters again. Let's do the Merfolk. That. Sideboard that. Sideboard this. Sideboard that. Ooh. Steadfast Queen, Vigilance. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain a life. That's pretty sick. Let's get that. And then Enchanted Carriage, we know what that's from. 5. Whenever this card enters the battlefield, create 2 white mice. That's awesome. Let's see. Come on. Let's get that. And then don't I have 4 all that glitters? I have 3. Flying 2, 3 for 3. Let me get that. That'd be better than all that glitters again. Draw 4 cards. Cost 3 less to cast if opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. We get that. Exile target artifact or enchantment, draw a card. That's good. And then let's give that fox flying. Let's see. Defender, Merfolk. Loses defender, becomes human till end of turn. Oh, it's like the Little Mermaid, kind of. That's interesting. Sacrifice this, gain 2 life. Let me get the gingerbread man. First strike knight. That would be useful. Let me get that. And add mana of any color. Let's get the scarecrow. It's another artifact. Let's get the fairy. All that glitters again. Righteousness. The knight taking down the dragon. Let's get that. We'll sideboard that. Sideboard this. Sideboard that. And then we'll do suggested lands. 23. 18 and 5. That seems like a bad idea. Let's do 8. And then we'll do how about 10 and 14? Or 8 and 13? How many cards? We got a bunch of white. Ton of it, actually. Let's do 14 and 8. I like 9. Ugh. Alright. Let's do that. 17 and 10. Okay. So, we'll start that. We're fighting a knight with our fairy knight deck. We've gotten a lot of good lands, so that's good. Alright, we'll keep this. They got a plains. We'll also get a plains down. We'll end. They get another plains. We get another plains. So no islands yet. They get another plains. Get out a 2/2 fairy with flying. Each creature you control that has an adventure enters battlefield with 1/1. It doesn't need to have gone on an adventure first. Okay. Plains, so we'll get out our flyer, which is just going to be a 2/3. But 1 encounter on each creature you control. So, yeah, I could just do that once. So I really need to do it when everything gets out. Let's get the gingerbread man out. It can't be blocked this turn. Let's do... Let's do this. Nope, never mind. Let's tap them. Or not tap him, let's attack with them and make him unblockable. There we go. Alright, they get out a 2/3 fox that has flying. Can't be blocked with creatures with power 3 or greater. Well, that's not gonna help. Let's get it down though, because it'd be better. The more stuff I can give that power up to, the better. So let's make him unblockable. Attack for 1. Okay. Okay, now I have a 3/4. Let's give everybody a 1/1 power up. And vigilance, good. And we'll attack here. They do double block. Good lord. Okay. Let me get rid of the fairy. It's more of an issue. Alright, I do lose my flyer, which stinks. And they are going to trap my princess. Okay. Well, that was mean. They hit me for 5. I hit them for 4. That's not. Oh, I only hit them for 2. Oh no. Call back. End turn. Oh, good lord. Okay, that's not good. Creature you control get 1/1 till end of turn. No, we're just gonna take it. Let's get this owl down. I'll put that into her hand. Let's play that. And then we'll end turn. They're gonna power up their fox. Hit me for 3, that's fine. Alright. Let's power up our creatures now. Let's gain some life. And we'll just not attack. Uh-oh. Come on. We're just gonna take this. Let's play all that glitters on the owl. They're an 8/9. If I could give her vigilance, oh my god, that'd be great. I don't have any other stuff. Let's attack. They're gonna take it. This is gonna hurt. Yep, they're gonna hit me for 3. I can't block. And then that'd be 2. That leaves me with 3. That is not enough. Oh my god. Let's just play the knight. He's gonna get a power up, so they're 3/7. Let's hit my opponent for 2, which is unblockable. Okay. They don't attack, good. Alright, let's get their weapon rack out. Let's tap the weapon rack. We're going to power up our gingerbread man. The gingerbread man cannot be stopped, so we're going to make him unblockable. Attack for 3. They're down to 5. They're going to gain 3 with their stuff. And that's all I can do, so we'll end turn. They attack with everything. That's not good. Block there. I lose. Yep. Come on. I can't block there. Block there. I take 3, I lose. Yep. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, we'll keep this. And plains, silence, end turn. They get a forest down, get a 1/1 human peasant. It has adventure. Good lord. Okay. Island, end turn. They're gonna hit me for 1. Alright, we'll play land. Next turn we get our scarecrow out so they can stop hitting me. Ow. Okay. Island, scarecrow down. End turn. Alright, they don't attack. Good. That's an issue. And then they're going to gain flying. And we'll attack for 4. And then we're going to play that. Okay. And then we'll end turn. Alright. Good lord. Alright, we did get a griffin though. We're not drawing very many second cards, but that's more flying, which they can't do anything about. So let's attack with our fairy, hit them for 1. Oh my god. Well, that's not good. What? So they can power them up with this, making them into a 3/3. Can you power up more? I'm assuming they can, so this is going to be bad. No, they couldn't. Okay, good. So that wasn't bad. I'm flooding, which is bad. Let's end turn. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, there's their flying. All that glitters. Let's get it on our griffin. So now they're a 5/7. I wish I had vigilance. That's just stopping them from attacking. Let's end turn. This is not good for me. Target blocking creature gets 7/7. You know what? I'm going to attack. Deals 8 damage. Oh my god, to my griffin. Okay, well, they're dead. Good lord. Alright, well, now I'm going to lose again. That's dead. I took 13 damage. Get our princess out. End turn, and we'll lose the game. Because they're going to attack with everything. Yep. Well, fudge. Okay, I lost. Oh, God. I got a pack of cards. Let's see if I got anything cool. I got the Lady of the Lake. That's cool. With Excalibur. I assume that's Excalibur. Or to sell that. Okay. Well, we got 10 minutes for me to find a new draft. Let's see. Hydras. That's a nice hydro. Good lord. Costs 1 less green for each creature you control. That's insane. So it could be free. Let's see the druid. Or the elves, sorry. Elvish War Master. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what's in this draft. 2015. That was a creative name. Scrapper's corpse is a bustle of frantic activity. The reason a small army flying a foreign battle flag has been spotted in the horizon. Let's battle some soldiers. You know what? We're going to let's do dragons. Knights versus dragons. This will be interesting. There's an adventurer. Okay. And we'll keep this hand. Tons of mana for me to work with. Jet. And mountain. And sense of water. Pop this amulet. Let me get an island in turn. And they get a tap land. We'll play the island. Get out Sword of Fire and Ice. 2 mana. Let's copy the Sword of Fire and Ice. End turn. Alright, we get a plains, island, crawl space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 3 away from getting Bahamut down. Oh, I'm dumb. Jace's hoodie. You know, we're just gonna take advantage of the fact that we're got this situation. We'll end. I got a core soldier. Let's attach our sword. Let's play a short bow. Let's attach a short bow. Let's attack with our 7/7. And then we'll do 2 and 2. Good lord. I draw 2 cards. They get a bunch of soldiers down. That's cute. We are going to attach the bow. We're going to attack. Shoot one of them down. They're going to block 1. And then we shall City of Brass. Attack for 7. Shoot your guy down and win the game. There we go. Let's see. Alright. There's 1 down. Let's get another one. I do not want to fight you, Centaur. Or Centaur is an adventurer. Oh, he is, though, that's for sure. We'll fight the archer. We'll keep this hand. Pop our amulets. Get a mountain. End turn. Glimmer Void. Outcast. Forge Battle Axe. End turn. Alright. Reach, lifelink, outcast. Each creature you control without a 1/1 counter has outcast 1. Good lord. Okay. Mountain. Sword, Feast and Famine. Let's get it out. And we'll end turn. They're going to hit me for 2. That's fine. Because I'm about to have protection, so I'm not that worried about them. Let's play that. And we have 2 mana available. Let's attach the battle axe. Attach for 5. Ooh, we don't have protection from white. I don't know why I thought that. Alright. That's 3. Let's get that down. And then we'll end turn. They attack me for 2. And then I'll play that. Sort of light and shadow. Let's get that down. Attach the sword. Nope. Alright. Because that's going to give me protection from white, which is going to be extremely useful right now. So let's attach it. And I think I have enough to put this battle axe on. I do. So now we have a 9/5. That's protection from white. We almost killed our opponent. Actually, I think we did. Nope, they have... No, yeah, they... I thought they were going to take 1 damage from that. Okay. They're hit me for everything. Okay, and... let's just attack and win the game. I can't block. There we go. Yay, Swords of Power. Alright. And... got a little fox chasing after us. There's an elf thing. Oh, there's a warrior. We'll keep this. And then just end turn. Oh gosh. That's not good. Let's do mountain. End turn. Pop our amulet. Give me another mountain. End turn. They're gonna hit me for 2. That's fine. We're gonna play another mountain. Let's play that for some mana ramp. End turn. They're gonna hit me for 4. Ow. Okay, so now let's get out Mana Confluence. That puts us up to 5. But we can get the dragon out. Whenever you cast a creature spell, let's just get our dragon down. And let's attach the bow to them, and then we'll end turn. Alright, now we're going to play another Mana Confluence. Protection from green and white, that's what we need. Attach it, attack for 6, shoot this down. They take 6, we're not going to bounce our guy. We are going to get a land. That land's going to be a swamp. And then on my turn, we're going to play the sword and end turn. They're going to hit me for 2, that's fine. Alright, spellbook down. That's free. Sword of Light and Shadow. Attach the Sword of Light and Shadow. Attack for 8. Shoot him for 1. And we win. Let's go. It's condemned. Or condemn. I'm pretty sure I could sell a couple of these. Own 4. Oh. So I could just sell all of them. He's already owned 4. Alright, so now we gotta face the leader of the soldiers. Once we fight them, we'll end this episode. Because it shouldn't be that quick of a fight. Or it shouldn't be that long of a fight. There we go. Let's draw. We're gonna keep this hand, play that, pop that. Let's get an island, end turn. I get a mountain down. Oh my god, Basilisk Collar. of course. Island, Sword of Feast and Famine, in turn. Alright. Badlands. Puts me up to 4 mana. Create a dragon. Can't do that. Can't do that. In turn. Alright. They're gonna hit me for 2 and gain 2. Oh my god, if I could Dragon Assault, that'd be insane. Mountain down. I couldn't. Mana Confluence, I could. 4, 5. I can next turn, actually. Let's end turn. I should have Dragon Arched. Ow. Okay, they hit me for 4. Mana Confluence, Dragon Assault. They take 3, that's fine. I did that to get a dragon out. Good lord, they have pumped that thing like crazy. Okay, now we get a dragon. Awesome. And then that dragon now has protection from black and green, which they are white, so that's not going to help me. And let's get out our Dragon Arch, and then we'll end turn. Alright. When a creature attacks, gets 1/0. Okay. Why are you attacking? Oh, because you have Death Touch. Well, yep, I can't block that. Okay. Swamp. Dragon thing. I can now play him for free. Yeah, without paying its mana cost, of course. Why would I choose to do that? He's got flying. Good lord. And I can't do anything about that. Crap. Let's end turn. They got first strike. A first strike death touch combo is insane. Like that. Let's get him down. I destroy their land. And then I can't. Alright, end turn. This 5/8 is getting annoying, and I'm about to do something about it. This. Oh my god, they could just... I'd have to block with over 5 creatures. Freaking A, okay. When deals combat damage to a player. Flying trample. Let's get that down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. What? Good lord, this first strike death touch is annoying as crap. Let's move this hill. I don't know if that's gonna help with anything, then we'll end. That's not even 7, good lord. They're gonna hit me for 5, yep. We can get Vigilance out. That's not gonna help. Jace's Hoodie. First strike, vigilance, lifelink. That's not gonna help. Even if I make it into a 5/5. Yep, that wouldn't help at all. If I attack, he just dies from the death touch. Let's get him down. Let's +1 him. I don't care. End turn. We're gonna attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't die. Of course it doesn't die. Because he had 6 damage he could do. Good God. Oh my God, I got more land. Oh, I'm losing this. Oh my God, this started off so promising. Yeah, I lost. I lost. Yep, I get it. I get it. Good job. That was just annoying. Oh, we need to end this episode. In the next episode, we fight this other knight. And we're not gonna go the traditional route of the good guy, the quote-unquote knight, beats the dragon. This time the dragon's gonna win. So for now, if y'all can, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye, y'all.